Smoking with Smallz, 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 smoking with smoking it. Hey, keep smoking it. 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 Keep smoking it.
That's right, guys. Keep smoking it. What up, YouTube? Leo King, Buddha-mike, Mister. I see y'all. Whoa, shit! That shit kicked my ass. That first toke is a doozy. What's going on, guys? Yo, man. Panda put me on with something today. I've been watching this motherfucker. I've been reading this article all day trying to find something wrong with it. And I can't find shit wrong with it. It's a genuine article out of a fucking newspaper in Alberta, Canada. And there's an actual college that is saying they did a study on over 400 strands of weed, and they found in 12 strands that it promotes it prevents a breeding ground for coronavirus, COVID-19. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I'm going to say it again. What's going on, Lance? I'm going to say it one more again. They studied over 400 strains of weed and found that 12 were able to prevent a breeding ground for the COVID-19. That's crazy right there. It's a college in Canada. It says, let's see where we at. University of Lethbridge. University of Lethbridge. They said that they sifted through 400 strains of marijuana and found that the concentration on about a dozen show promising results to ensure less fertile ground for the potentially lethal virus to take root. Think about that. Weed even affects the viruses, dog. I want to know what 12 strains they are. Are they indicas? Are they sativas? What do you guys think? Do you think an indica will do it? Do you think it will be a sativa? It won't say which ones. I read the article like 50 fucking times trying to figure it out, nigga. I'm trying to get that too, yo. Trying to get that. But it says that they focus more on the higher CBD strains because the CBD in the strain is, let's see what it says here. The anti-inflammatory properties of the high CBD content in some strains are showing promise. So it's not only the strong THC ones, it's the ones that have a high concentration of CBD. Now all we got to do is figure out what strains those are. I'll Google the shit out of that. Sativa has more. Nah, I think it's indica that has more of the CBD in it. Well, I mean, it goes. I mean, it depends on. Oh, I guess it depends on what it is. But I believe it's both. Yo, both have the same. Like there's good and there's good in both of them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Buddha would know though. Oh shit! I'm getting messages. Hold on. So I mean, Buddha-mike probably would know. Buddha-mike, which ones have the highest concentrated CBD? Anyone know? BJ Big Blunts. You think it's the hybrid that has more CBD? I'm curious, man. Hold on. All right, my bad, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to Google that shit right now, but it's not giving me a straightforward answer. Yeah, word. James Silent Bob. You see me? All right, Big Folio in the building. What's going on? Yeah, man, I'm just doing my thing here. This is like a little news sort of kind of entertainment channel that I got. And look, Lance is reading the article right now. Lance is my CNN, chubby nigga network. he be paying attention to the news. What's up, Flop?
What up? What up?
How's work?
I don't know. I just got here.
He said, I don't know. I just got here. Looks good so far.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I gotta go move a car.
Already? You just got there?
Yeah, somebody sitting in the parking lot right there.
Oh shit! Go ahead, go roll up, Officer Ricky.
Word up, son.
You gonna put your lights on? You gonna blow your whistle, nigga?
I got my rape whistle ready.
Oh shit! He even sounds like a cop when he's driving. How they get out of breath when they turn the steering wheel. We got Buddha-mike in the building.
Yo, what's up?
Buddha-mike, holla at me, man. Which one is it?
What do you mean?
Which one is it? I know you know. Which one is it?
Look at, man, you could smoke a lot of waxes and shit, and you'll be straight. So you ain't even gotta smoke weed, bro. If they're talking about anything with high THC, that's what you're going for, right?
But it's not saying high THC.
Or
It's saying out of 400 strains, there's 12 strains that have shown promise because of their high CBD count.
oh,
It's saying
that's your Charlotte Web, your Alaskan Thunderfuck, your what
I
are the
like
others?
Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Alaskan Thunderfuck is good.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Like those two are your highest potencies of CBD though.
Well, I'll tell you what. The article is basically saying that the anti-inflammatory properties that the CBD does for your body is what's making it so that the coronavirus doesn't have it's not a conducive atmosphere for the coronavirus to spread, is what it's saying.
Yeah.
It can spread, but it would spread faster in other areas because of this anti-inflammatory shit. Supposedly, that's what's stopping it from going crazy. I'm gonna mute you, Flop, because that music in the background is killing me right now.
I don't even hear it. It's probably because my phone's down. Hold on.
I muted the shit out of him. Sometimes I love being
You can't censor me.
Yeah. I think that's actually kind of cool that y'all can fucking unmute yourselves and shit.
Yeah,
that's a lot of wax you got in there, bro.
Look at this.
That's a big ass booger right there. You should just burn that right there, that whole thing.
Look, dude, that's just damn near the size of my fucking ear. Look at that shit, bro.
You know what your theme song would be? Wake me up when September ends.
Hey, I got a booger.
Yeah, Folio saying that he knows a lot of people that have had it. You remember Tiger Folio? Folio remembers Tiger, I think. Tiger died from that shit, yo. And I lost two DJs. We've lost two DJs over here locally. Not to mention,
you know why?
We got family members with that shit.
Your homies were probably taking ibuprofens.
Actually, that's exactly what happened because it killed him in 5 days, bro.
Yeah, because the ibuprofen speeds up the inflammatory.
Yeah, I think what happened was he felt that he was sick, and instead of going to the hospital, he tried to self-medicate to try and stay in the house.
Yeah,
and I think that's what made it worse.
That's exactly what made it worse. And if he would have been good and shit, went to the hospital, he probably would have got the right treatment because they would probably prescribe him the hydrochloroquine.
Right, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this nigga probably he didn't know any better. There wasn't a whole lot of knowledge on the shit right at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I don't chew them. Step in my teeth.
You know, after we got off yesterday, I figured out why my shit was wilding out so much, throwing me off.
Why?
Because I was connected to this bullshit Wi-Fi in this complex. I didn't know my Wi-Fi was on, so it kept connecting from one building to another. That's why I kept losing service.
Especially back here. That's where all my shit started.
So now you just on the 5G?
Yeah, this shit says VOLTE now.
All back there is fucked up on the chip.
The phone used to say 4G.
What the hell does that mean?
VO. I have no idea. That shit just came up like 2 days ago. VOLTE.
Or a chew or a chew. I was gonna say that.
That's crazy. And what service? What company are you with?
I can't say that online, yo. It's copyrighted.
Hey, Nancy. See, I can see.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Not a Sprint, nigga.
What up, Nancy? How you doing?
And I think Metro about to start moving to Sprint towers too, though.
Oh no, I got Lance here in the background. He got some information for us. I know the CNN Chubby Nigga Network.
It's sativa extracts.
I can't. Okay, see, sativa extracts.
It's 13 different sativa extracts that are high inflammatory CBDs. That's what they're testing. Because it's an anti-inflammatory.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, all that. Because I use some oils. Shit. I was getting oils for anti-inflammatory. They don't get me high though, but they get my body mellow.
No.
It's an anti-inflammatories that work.
Yeah, real relaxing.
You gotta use a lot of that shit on your body, right?
Yeah, I gotta rub it all over my body.
Oh my god!
I couldn't let that one go.
But yeah, that's what it is. It's not the THC, it's the CBD. That's like they use to make the, like Mike was saying, that Charlotte Webs and all of them shits.
Yeah, I like the Alaskan Thunderfuck though. That shit when my back first started hurting real bad, I had gotten one of those little canisters of the oil of the Alaskan Thunderfuck, and for like 2 weeks, nigga, nothing bothered me. I was chilling because that's what it is. I have the inflamed discs.
Yeah, that's what I got too. That shit works.
So smoking that shit made me feel so much better, yo. No, nigga, shut up. You're gonna be there 4 years, nigga. 4 years.
That's a long time.
4 years. That's all I gotta say.
Alive in 4 years.
That's not a long time at all. Hold on, somebody's in the.
So what's good?
Oh, this guy right here. What's going on, Rich? This guy right here is what is it? The Prez now? You the Prez now?
What up, Smallz?
What's going on, bro? It's good that we have you here because you're in the medical field and you're gonna love this topic that we're having today. This guy right here is what is it? The Prez now? You the Prez now?
Vice President.
Stop worrying about who that is.
Okay, this gentleman right here is Rich. Rich is a friend of mine here in Florida. He lives down in Naples, Collier County, and he's a nurse. And we were just talking about how Canada did a study on 400 different types strains of weed to see if any of it was going to be able to stop the coronavirus. We lost Rich. He's at work. He's the vice president of Lama in Collier County. Naples llama.
I mean,
I was trying to send him the link, and then he just popped in.
You got to think of it this way: what the coronavirus does is causes mass inflammation throughout your body. So any anti-inflammatory is going to be useful. That's why they were saying people who had lupus wasn't getting coronavirus because they take nothing but anti-inflammatories.
Right.
People like me and you,
I was trying
take
to
a
read
whole
up on
bunch
it.
of anti-inflammatories, and that helps. It's supposedly going to help. And now you see him with the CBD, that's going to help. It's anti-inflammatory.
I don't take a lot of anti-inflammatories, but I ingest them. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know.
It's not by choice.
But
yeah, he gets suppositories. Not by choice. You left yourself open for that one, brother.
Shut up.
Panda forcing them on you, huh?
You know what I mean?
I hate you, mister. I just wanted you to know that.
You see Jolie already hitting up. Damn, he's cute.
He's married. He's married. He's married. He's a nurse. And he's in Florida.
She's about to be in Florida in a few months.
Yeah, that's my little pretty boy dude I hang out with and shit. We go to parties out here. You'd be surprised how many people he attracts next to him and shit. All the llamas out here are good fucking people, bro. I haven't met very, very many that I can say that I don't fuck with. I fuck with all of them niggas, yo.
They got that shit
all
up in Orlando too.
The llamas is a very strong group, man, and they do a lot for Latino cultures and shit, yo. They do a lot, and they do some serious rides. Last year, these niggas rode all the way to fucking Chicago, yo. All right, who got the background? Lance, is that you again with the TV?
All right, his new book is up.
I don't know.
It's called.
Yes, it was you with the TV. I shouldn't know. At first, I thought it was Rich because he was echoing, and I was like, well, maybe it's Rich. You know, he didn't have headphones on, so that's understandable. But yo, on some G shit though, the anti-inflammatory, you know that my asthma medication does the same shit. My albuterol, that's an anti-inflammatory steroid, prednisone.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's probably why I'm still good, because I've been going crazy or going outside, nigga. I don't stay in the house for shit. I hate being in this house. I'm here by myself. When Panda goes to work, it's just me by myself, and on some G shit, I can't stand it. What the fuck just beeped in my ear?
It wasn't me.
Oh, I got a message. Yeah. Message.
Why you had it like that?
All right, Rich is in the building. So now that Rich is in the building, he said he's watching the video. Rich, this is what it is, man. I read somewhere an article saying that in Canada they did a study on 400 different strains of marijuana, and they found that there were 12 strains in particular that were high in CBD, anti-inflammatory CBD, that they found lessen the breeding ground for the coronavirus. That's the words that they used was it was a lesser breeding ground. So still you're susceptible to catch it. It's just less of a chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? And being that you're in the medical field, I just wanted to see what you thought about that. Have you heard anything like that? Or, you know, I know that by the way, God bless you for what you do, brother. For real. That y'all killing it, yo. You Johanna Turner from the Lost Riders, she's a nurse. God bless her for doing what she do. Everybody who does the nursing thing, medical field, God bless y'all all, man. For real. Because y'all going through it the worst. Y'all putting yourselves in danger without even the right materials to stay safe, yo. My girl's brother's a nurse in New York, and he told us some crazy, frightening stories, yo. Really scary shit that it was just like, wow. they're not even taking it as serious as they should be. You know what I mean? You guys are going out there with limited gear to try and help other people who you know are fucked up. You can easily catch it yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that, man. You guys are on the soldiers on the home front for real. Except your mode of pain is not a gun; it's a fucking needle, and I hate y'all for that because I can't stand needles. But besides that, God bless you. Jolly, why you being a beast already, yo? Jolly's a beast, man. Jolly's a dude. Jolly is a dude for real. I can't believe you. You're just like your father. Maybe I'm just like my father.
Yeah, it's too much.
She's like, ooh, he's cute. All he did was pop his head in 1 second, and she was like snarling and shit.
Says Mike spit the hook out.
Look. Rich, Rich, if you're still here, by the way, this is my sister, and she's being a clown. That's how you know she's my sister, right? We're the same. I feel faint. Necesito auxilio. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, like Lance. Lance is not like that. Lance is not a snarling beast. He just looks like one.
He's just a snuffle up against.
He's snuffle up against.
Hi, Bird.
Mike, who you got there with you?
Got another message.
This is my homie Chris.
Oh shit, you got that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you on camera, dog.
Folio.
Everything's recorded.
Shit.
Folio,
Bill
you
Gates
click
is
on that
watching.
link that you see where it says, "Hey, free to be, how you doing?" Yo, Folio, you
Yo,
click
Mike.
on that link that says Smallz 2G. Put it up. You click on that link and you follow the directions. You got to open up your camera. Make sure you got headphones and shit, and that's how you do it. All right, Jody, I get it.
You
He's
told
your
Chris
dad.
Bill Gates is watching, right?
I don't care.
Chris who?
Fuck
You heard
yeah.
Mike
Mike?
Chris.
Melinda and Bill.
Mike's friend, Chris.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
We coming after y'all, motherfuckers.
I'm just saying, let make sure your boy knows.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he know.
They listening on his phone right now.
He got a track phone. They ain't listening to that shit.
Cell phone companies contract with the feds, man. They can get anything unless you got a little track phone.
They're only tracking them iPhones.
Yeah.
Wait, yo, Mike, who's
They're
that
about
with
to
you? Who's
start
that with you in the
doing-
background?
Just said who it was, Smallz. You ain't listening. You killing me, Smallz. You killing me, man.
I'm sorry, I was on the on the other page looking at my messages. My bad. Go ahead.
Who did y'all think that was?
That's
Is
Chris.
that your son?
Guy over there.
That's his home, Chris.
See, Lance knows what I said.
Okay, so that's your boy Chris, not your son.
And Chris said he got a track phone, so Bill Gates said he listening to him.
See, that's funny. You guys call it track phones. We call them Obama phones down here.
Yeah, Obama
Oh,
phones.
this ain't government phone.
But
This
thing
ain't
is-
no government phone. I bought
The
it.
thing is, them phones been around way before Obama.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
That's why it's a track phone.
Yep. Sprint was the last cell phone carrier to sign the contract with the government.
What you need?
Oh wait, damn it. Let's see. Rich sent me a message. I'm gonna put it up here,
Yo,
guys.
take Mike off the big screen, man. He busy.
Yeah, man, because we're doing business, man.
You turned off your camera. I see
Oh,
what
my
you
bad.
did.
No, I just moved it up.
I
It's better-
I
it's
thought
I
you
better-
know that.
I thought
and
you
I
only
still
do
noticed what you
business
did.
in Chicago.
Who's texting you, nigga?
That's my dude, Rich. He's sending me messages on the thing. He's doing this. He's telling me the same thing that I was telling you guys. That the hospitals, it's funny because when you buy the N95 mask, the first thing they say is don't reuse it. It's disposable. You got to use a different one every day. There's no way to fucking clean those things right. So they're telling us to reuse them, not to reuse them, to throw them out. And the motherfuckers making the nurses reuse theirs because they're in limited supply. Meanwhile, you got people out here hoarding them shits.
Hey man, when you call hoarding, we call that being prepared. Remember, like how you call it not camping, it's called securing my position until I feel that it's secure enough, right?
You know what? I think there's a fine line, though. I think there's a fine line. I think that's borderline. You're being greedy. If you really put thought to it, if you only need a mask a day, then you should prepare for a mask a day. You know what I'm saying? If they tell you to prepare for 6 months, I would prepare for a year. That's stocking up. But if you got fucking cases of that shit, like the dude that bought the 77,000 cases of fucking sanitizer, now you're fucking hoarding, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That might be actually we call that an investment, a business investment, if you please. Now, on eBay, he could be selling them bottles for like $3 a bottle. But I'm pretty sure
he was, and he got caught.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Just so that you know, he was doing that, and he got caught. And what happened was that goes against the law for price gouging in the state that he was in. So he got charged with price gouging, and they were charging him like some kind of millions of dollars or something.
You know what I mean?
Who was this?
They're gonna hit you with some price gouging. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Rich, yes. Yes, please do. I would love for you to jump in and give me the facts, bro. For real. Tell me you have headphones for your computer though, because unfortunately you get like an echo when you don't have headphones. So you gotta have some kind of headphones or something. But please feel free to jump in and let us know what's going on in the nursing community. I mean, I know Collier County is full of old people. I bet you guys got your hands full.
But you heard about Obama yet?
Who?
Obama.
Obama?
Yeah, that nigga got ankle monitor.
Shut the fuck up with the ankle monitors, bro.
My mama, bro.
Stop it.
On my mama,
Stop
bro.
it. Stop it.
You got ankle
Stop
monitor.
it.
You got ankle monitor.
Where'd you get that information from? Your Flat Earth fucking website, bro? Stop it.
No. They don't do that shit. It's different sources. Why you always come on now, Smallz? Have I been wrong? Have I ever, nigga? Give me the benefit of the fucking doubt.
I would love to give you the benefit of the doubt. I just fear that your sources are tainted. All right, guys, hold on. Let's hold on, guys. Do me a favor. Everybody, mute your mics. Let's see what Rich got to say about this from a nurse's point of view out there.
What's up, guys?
Talk to me, brother.
Here working another graveyard shift. You know how it is.
Yeah, but you got it good in here. You're not in the ER, right?
Nah, hell no. Thank God. But I have seen my share of people with COVID. It's interesting because the media puts all this hype, and the latest facts that came out, you have 80,000 deaths in the U.S. right now with COVID-19. You got 328.2 million people in the U.S. 80,000 have died. That's 0.00023% death rate. That's what the media is not telling you. People don't. So
the flu is worse than that.
The flu is much worse than this. But that's what they're not telling you. Telling you how many cases are infected, how many people have died. They're not telling you how many people have recovered, how many people are getting false positives. And by false positive, I'm meaning, and I've seen this firsthand, where you have a patient that go into the hospital with a respiratory infection, COPD or CHF, any kind of clinical issue. And because there's so limited tests, they're dying and they're automatically labeling it COVID-19 death. They've already recalled 400 deaths in the state of Florida alone that were named as COVID-19 deaths, and they actually were not. They were able to test the corpse once they got the test, and they came back negative for COVID-19. That's number one. Number
That's
two,
crazy.
There's a lot of shortage in the industry, and that is because people are hoarding these things and not using it properly. First of all, wearing gloves. See people in the store wearing gloves, they're touching everything. Guess what? You're introducing that back into your home anyway. The best course of prevention is wash your hands. Just wash your damn hands, because you know what? You get that glove. We're trained when you use a glove. You touch one thing, it goes in the garbage. You don't touch thing after thing after thing. So you go and grab that package off the shelf. If that package has that infection, you put it in your cart, and you use that same glove. Grab the next thing. Then you go and grab your phone. You know, you're absolutely no sense. And unfortunately, they're hoarding all these masks, and here we are having to use these little things that don't really work for it. We're mandated by the state to wear them. Doesn't protect you, doesn't protect me. This doesn't seal across your face. And yes, N95 masks are used per patient. You use it for one patient, they get thrown away. If we use that mask and we go see a patient and that patient is not infected, we're forced to use it again. Here's a problem. The infection, we don't know if they have it for at least 14 days, 7 to 14 days. So they could have spread it, and then they're announced on the mask going to see you if you're in the hospital. So we could be passing in the hospital a lot more than out in the street. The only thing is, anybody, just like with the flu, if you have an underlying condition or you're elderly, you are susceptible to a more devastating effect. If you're young, relatively healthy, the only difference is it might take a little bit longer to get out of it. The flu, you got about 4 or 5 days. This might take you 3-4 weeks to completely get rid of all the symptoms. But it's not as devastating as the media is making it seem. That I promise you. And I've seen some shady stuff going out here on the front lines. It's scary. They've instilled that fear in people. But I can tell you, it's nothing. Yes, you want to take care of yourself. You want to take those precautions. I'm more scared of catching a different strain of the flu, to be honest with you. So it's all relative into what's going on. And, I've learned to tune out the media and just, if you keep doing what you're doing, listen, I've been doing this for 17 years. God knows what I've been exposed to, but guess what? Wash my hands between patients. I wash my clothes when I get home. You do those things and you're fine. I haven't yet, God, thank God for that, ever been caught with anything major. And if you look at the people who are getting affected, I think it was 94% of the people are not healthcare providers, which shows you that we're trained to not cross-contaminate. But unfortunately, it is devastating for the elderly.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, wait 1 second, Mike. So my girl, my girl Denise, right?
Yeah.
Her brother is a nurse in New York, and he just found out he was positive, and that's exactly why, because having to reuse masks, the masks that don't seal right, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just proved it that it's happening all over. It's not just those big cities and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's everywhere.
Because Naples is nowhere near a big city.
No, and remember, it's always relative to population. New York is one of the biggest cities in the world. I don't know exactly what their census is, but they're up there. So when you talk about millions of people in one small area, everybody living on top of each other, it's very easy to spread. One article that came out that the media has not posted, and you can look it up, it's in the New York Post. It was posted, I want to say it was about less than a week ago, maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. They did random antibody testing. And for those who don't know what antibody testing is, they basically take a blood sample and they run it under a microscope and they see if you've developed antibodies, which means that you've been exposed to it and your body has now a defense mechanism towards that virus. It came out that it was 2.3 million New Yorkers tested positive for antibodies, which never showed any symptoms. So what does that tell you? They had been exposed at some point. We don't know when. Could have been last month, last week, here. And they never show any symptoms, but the body fought it off, and now they have antibodies to fight that virus again if they ever get contaminated.
That's what we were talking about here the other day, about being asymptomatic. You probably got it and don't even know it. And,
Absolutely.
Your body's just fighting it naturally. As long as you stay with your vitamin C and you get, you know what I mean. You live a pretty healthy life for the most part. I mean, not like me smoking cigarettes and eating McDonald's and shit like that. I mean, you know what I look like, Rich. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I don't care. But I figured, fuck it. I already have asthma, and my prednisone is an anti-inflammatory, which is in the albuterol that I take. So I already kind of feel safe. I don't really leave the house, and when I do, it's to get on my bike. So that's technically social distancing, right?
Absolutely.
So.
And one
Hey,
thing
I wanted to ask you though, Mark, are like any of the things, like, are anybody coming back like cured for like the hydrochloroquine and all the other stuff they were talking about in the media?
Good question. Actually, yes, there is factual information, and you can find it's actually in the internet. I'll give you a perfect example. My mother's on hydrochloroquine. She was exposed, and she showed negative. Hydrochloroquine has been proven many, many years ago to fight against the coronavirus. And unfortunately, we live in a society where the pharmaceutical companies have a big control in the market here in the U.S. So
what about Bill Gates?
I'm sorry?
What about Bill Gates? Because he has a big hand in that thing himself, a big, big hand.
Right, but here's
how he patented it.
He can either say, okay, hydrochloroquine, which you get 30 to 60 pills for $13, versus a vaccine that's going to cost you $400.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to push the vaccine because they're not going to make as much money through the hydrochloroquine, which hydrochloroquine has been proven to stop and kill the virus.
Yep.
Rich, just so that you know, the guy that you're talking to right there, Buddha-mike, Buddha-mike is our local conspiracy theorist. He's like the flat earther, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear Bill Gates, that's his way of getting you into the conversation. You see those glasses he's wearing?
No.
He only puts them on when he talks about the flat earth. I don't know why. It's a thing that he does. I don't know. But as soon as I saw those glasses come on and he said, I got a question, I was like, oh, shit.
I come here to talk about flat out. I come here to talk about some actual like pharmaceutical / conspiracy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people say that this dude patented a virus and the virus came out. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. I'm for the conspiracy theory to a certain level. As far as him creating the virus and spreading it, I don't think it's true. I will tell you, coronavirus is nothing new. If you pick up any can of Lysol, look at the back of the can. One of the viruses it kills is coronavirus, and that has been on that label.
Yeah, we discussed that on this channel 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's why Bill Gates was working on.
I'm on it, Rich. Yo, I'm on it, Rich.
So,
Rich, I'm on it, Rich. No te lo crea. I'm on it, bro. As soon as they said people with breathing problems were susceptible, I was like, what? Every article that I can find, every piece of literature, I don't care if it's the receipt at Walmart. If it says something about COVID-19, I'm reading it, yo.
Yeah, that's the best you can do. I tell people, people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I live it every day. I'm seeing patients. I've had to test patients for it. I've been tested for it. Only because the state is mandating us now in Florida to get tested. So I tell people, look, you don't believe me? Do your research. Go in there. Don't just Google. Don't just go into your CNN. Don't listen to Fox News. Actually go into literature. Go into, these little hidden links that you find of research of COVID-19. Don't just look, because when people Google, you're going to get the top 5 searches that people look at.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
These are dumb searches.
Go to page 5. The article was written in 2000. Don't read about it now. Read about back then. You'll see the true factual information on anything, and that goes for any kind of virus, anything that's out there. You want to read old articles, not the new ones.
Wait, Lance looks like he got something to say. Lance, you got to unmute yourself.
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself, Lance.
You're muted.
Lance, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah.
That's how I do my research. If like I see something on CNN or Fox News, I take that piece of information, but then I find out what researcher they was looking at. They'll say this university, then I go follow that university, and then I
can't hear him.
No, I don't hear him.
Oh, it's him.
Hold on, Lance. He doesn't.
He's not supposed to be talking. Man, don't worry, Lance.
He said that's how he does his research.
Can you hear me now?
No, it must be the connection. It could be me. Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Sometimes it has a bad connection and you can't hear, and stuff. But he was talking about he usually gets his information from like Fox and CNN, and he takes that information. You don't want me to say it?
No. I didn't say I get it from them. That's my seasoning. I hear something from there, and then I follow that line
what they say,
as to where they got it from, because they're like preachers. They tell you a verse, but they don't tell you the whole story.
I still can't hear them.
Yeah, because he says they only tell you half the story, so you have to go research.
You got to research and get the rest of the information.
I noticed that myself because a lot of news medias and stuff only half-ass it. So I go to like different websites, my own stuff. I got my own research and stuff where we do like actual analytics and shit.
Yeah, right. And that's what we want to do. You know, look at what they're saying. Look at past articles because the new stuff is so blown up because it's a way to control certain people in certain ways of society. That's my belief.
I think they're weeding out the bad people. I think that's what there is, because what it is a lot of corruption in certain departments of the world.
I mean,
it's the purge. Yeah, it's a purge, but it's a purge of the evil in the society. You know what I'm saying? It's the corruption that is making us work extra hard when we shouldn't be working extra hard for not getting paid that much. You know what I'm
saying? I agree with you 100%. And the same thing goes where, you know, they're getting to a point where I understand they want the safeness for this country and for humankind, whatever. But I don't think, you know, shutting down a multi-trillion-dollar economy is the answer to any of this. You know, if you follow, wash your hands. Yes, you want to wear a mask in public. Great. But you know what? Why are you stopping me from going to the beach? Why are you stopping me from being able to go get my hair cut? You know, these are.
You gotta look at it too, because Trump really didn't do that shit. It was the governors. People, governors control their state, and then the governors are blaming Trump when really it's look. He's the president of the United States.
I got something to say to that.
The governor's supposed to handle
the governor of Florida. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, is actually very good friends with Donald Trump. And I know that for a fact because before Trump was in office, I used to work in Orlando building stages, and we built a stage in Mar-a-Lago, and it was a party that Trump was throwing for DeSantis for allowing him to buy his property in Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, wow.
Because there's a law in Florida that says you can't own more than a certain amount of acreage in a city area, and that's Boca Raton. That's technically a city area. So they had it where he had to actually break the law to buy Mar-a-Lago, and DeSantis had to okay it. So his way of thanking him was to throw a $5,000 a plate meal for him. It was crazy, yo.
And now he's changing
crazy. The people that were there.
You know what?
Well, you gotta look at it like this, dude. Trump ain't no angel, dude. Ain't nobody said a nigga was an angel. You know what I'm saying? They take his words out.
He's a real dude, though.
He's a real guy. That's what it is. He a man about what he stand up for. You know what I'm saying? He ain't falling for the dumb shit.
And like
Kennedy was the same way.
Like I tell people, show me a politician that's innocent and hasn't done anything wrong.
I'll show you somebody that ain't had a job before he got into politics, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
Most of them
George Bush
don't have a job when they get out. No, most of them don't have a job when they get out because they didn't have one when they went in. At least you know Trump going somewhere.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere.
Trump's gonna go.
You know what? Trump may not be the most eloquent person when speaking, and you know he kind of says some things maybe he shouldn't say. But I'll tell you one thing: he stands by his word. He does what he said. He's doing what he said he was going to do. People may not like it.
I'm waiting for Hillary. Hey, you know, Obama got an ankle bracelet, right?
He said he was going to run the country like he runs his business.
Look, I got 3 people so far. It's Obama, Ellen DeGeneres, and shit,
and Tekashi.
I don't know why, but you said Tekashi. I wasn't even gonna say Tekashi. I was gonna say somebody else. I just said fuck it. They letting out all these rap.
Yo, Rich, just so that you know, bro, we do this here. I do this here every night. Every night I have a different topic. We hang out. We just bullshit. We talk about the news, and the reason why I do it is because I do believe knowledge is power. So the more people that I reach with the information that I get, or the information that we get and combined, then the better off I think we'll be. So, and we just we smoke a little while we're doing it. That's why it's called Smoking with Smallz.
I smoke a lot.
I be hitting
I
that
know
shit.
about a little.
If I wasn't at work, I'd be it up.
Oh, trust me, I know, man. When we gonna get together, bro? Get a ride in, man.
Whenever, actually, I'm fixing my friend's bike on Friday, and then I'm free pretty much Saturday and Sunday.
Hey, Smallz,
You never bought the Hayabusa, did you?
No, I never got it, man. Been still thinking about it, but I don't know.
You had me, bro. You had me, bro. As soon as you said, I know. I got one. I ordered one. It's coming in the mail, supposedly.
You got.
I'm gonna have to Lysol it when it gets here, though, because it's coming from China.
You got.
I bought a GoPro.
Oh yeah, I got one.
I'm gonna have to super Lysol that shit when I get it, though. I bought it on Wish, so that's just straight out of Wuhan.
Hey, you don't know it take like a month to get it from Wish, and by the time you get it from Wish, that shit's already dead.
Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. It's still. Hey, and my sister who's in the chat, yo.
You've been doing this shit all your life.
Rich, my sister is just like me, but a female version of me. So as soon as you came in the room, she was like, "Ooh, he's cute. I think I'm feeling faint. I need a nurse." I'm like, "Wait till you see him with his vest on. You think the nurse outfit is dope? Wait, wait till he's on his Harley, yo. He looks totally different.
Oh, she likes
he's an outlaw.
It's funny.
He's a rebel, rock. He's a rebel, Dottie."
She gonna see him on Saturday.
Yeah, I seen patients.
Oh, that's right.
Huh?
Hey, you know, females analyzing you, right, Rich?
On Saturday to a meeting, to the BPs, but they canceled it.
Where?
Up here in North Fort Myers, in their clubhouse, they had one of their little get-togethers and shit.
Who?
The BPs.
Oh yeah, I know they called me on it, but I couldn't make it up there. I've been so slammed with work. I've been working.
I was at Lone Legion. I was at Lone Legion on Saturday.
You know Dutch is with him now. You know Dutch?
Yeah. Of course I know Dutch. Really? Are you serious? You're gonna ask me if I know Dutch?
Sorry, I'm tired, man. I'm working like 20 hours.
We didn't have. I was gonna say we didn't have that much fireball that night.
Shit. No, I got.
Yeah, when you go to a llama party, if they don't have fireball, it's not a llama party.
No, we've got the gallons of that shit.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, bro. They do not fuck around.
Bro, I've been drinking this thing. It's from Sheepdog. It's peanut butter whiskey, bro.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Man, let me tell you, that thing
sounds good.
tastes like birthday cake. Oh man, it's just good.
That should probably go.
My brother. This is my brother right here, Rich.
Oh,
this guy right here, Floppy Donkey.
What up?
That's my brother. He's a security guard. He's another one of the essential workers.
Top flight security.
But he's the drinker in the family. Like he's the whiskey drinker. I only drink with you guys on occasion, you know. This nigga be trying to get me to drink some shit that makes your hair stop growing. I'm already getting bald, yo. I don't need that shit.
Hey, where Mark at? You ain't seen him today? He ain't called you nothing?
Mark, my son?
Yeah.
I spoke to him yesterday. He was nursing a hangover. He said he went through a whole bottle of Douce by himself.
Oh damn.
That's the problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it skips a generation because I'm really not a drinker like that. I drink with y'all, and let me tell you something. I drink with y'all, and then after I drink, I regret it because then I'm walking back to my bike like, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this?
You don't drink. That's because you got bad memories.
Yo, you don't have a choice. Not yet, but I feel comfortable at a llama party because ain't nobody gonna smear peanut butter on me and shit.
Yeah, they
look out for me. They look out for me. The only one I gotta watch out for is Bobby, and that's really not a bad thing either.
Bobby's something else though.
The rest of them niggas. Yo, let me tell you something. we were at a Cape Coral bike night, right? I was wearing my Lost Riders cut, and I was the only one hanging out with like a group of 10 llamas. And we're just sitting there hanging out, and my next door neighbor happened to be riding his bike through Cape Coral bike night and saw me and ran over my foot on purpose, like ran up to me and hit me with his tire. And those llamas reacted faster than I could even, it was crazy. It was like, yo, Smallz, you know this guy? Like, yeah, that shit felt mad good, man.
Talking to my guy all wrong.
You talking to my guy all wrong. You say another word to him, I'm gonna stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
If your mother can
Yeah, llamas are no joke, man.
We come out in numbers.
But yo, hopefully, next month, Rich, I'm gonna have some good news for you, man.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I don't know yet. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know if it's gonna happen yet. So, but you'll be the first to know. I promise you.
You better come to Naples.
Oh, of course. I'm thinking about going down there this weekend. Actually, Pork Chop hit me up. He said he wanted to go for a ride, so we might ride through Marco and shit.
Hit me up because I got my boy. I'm fixing his bike on Friday. Probably right out Saturday. Do something.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm down for that. Go.
What's that?
You coming over here, mister?
Hell no, I ain't coming over there.
Stupid ass. He lives in Orlando. And he took a ride out here a couple of weeks ago,
Nebraska,
and it was a 4-hour ride.
Yo,
Yo, you know how?
You should tell him that ride from Orlando is like a little joyride for us.
Right? That's nothing. I tried to tell him that. He don't understand. These niggas last year, last year the llamas went 900 miles in one trip.
No, that was the year before that. We
non-stop.
Did 40 miles. We went from Naples to Arkansas. That was the year before last. Last year was Pennsylvania. This year was supposed to be Georgia, but it got canceled because of this whole shit. Some of the guys.
When did y'all went to Chicago too?
Yeah, Chicago was about 4 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And I'm planning
Them niggas did 900 miles in one day.
I'm planning a trip from here to Vegas next year.
I would love to ride up to New York.
Ride with me, bro. I'll go with you.
To New York?
Yeah.
That's a long ride, man. I gotta put some work on my bike before I do that.
That's a 19-hour trip.
Hey, he ain't gonna last.
I can do it in 16.
Right now.
After an hour and a half.
What you talking about? Yo, Rich, tell these niggas that I ride, bro. Tell them. I mean, my brother knows.
You ain't been riding in how long, Smallz? You just do it on a occasion.
My ass hurts. My tailbone hurts. I gotta slip in.
I gotta take a piss, motherfucking face ass nigga. Come on now.
I just rode 3 hours the other day. I rode 6 hours on Saturday.
That's not bad.
On Saturday, I met up with Pork Chop at Twin Peaks. We went to Twin Peaks for a little while, and then we went over to Lone Legion. It was all local, but I was on my bike the whole fucking time. Nice. I like to ride.
Nice. I went 20 minutes today.
I went up to the farmer's market up in the Immokalee and rode it up there.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
But I
don't have saddlebags.
I took all 41 all the way to 29 all the way up to Immokalee, and then came back the back way. About 140
I like going that way too.
Yeah.
I like going that way to the 29 because that's like a long stretch of straight road. You could shoot nuts on that shit.
Oh yeah, I rode for 20 minutes today.
All right, let me address the chat real quick. What up, Season Up a Storm? I see y'all here. I appreciate y'all. D Block, appreciate y'all. Yeah, we was just getting some information. My boy Rich here is a nurse, and he was just letting us know what was going on locally here in Southwest Florida. And it's basically the same thing that's going on in New York. For those of y'all who just joined us and shit, it's the nurses are they're underpaid for sure.
No,
that's crazy. You know what I just found out, Rich? My girl, she's a manager at a fast food restaurant. she's getting a stipend every month called Heroes Pay. For McDonald's, you guys ain't getting that, right?
No, you know what we get? You know what I got? I got a cup that said
What you got?
you.
That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
A fucking cup.
They just passed. Well, they gonna. The new proposal from Congress is like $3 trillion. They want to give something to the first-hand workers.
Extra and, that's all bullshit. That's all bullshit.
Lance just said that they just passed a law.
They didn't pass it yet. They didn't pass. But it's a proposal.
They didn't pass it yet. It's a proposal to give healthcare professionals $3 trillion.
Well, it ain't all for them.
It's a proposal, but that's got to go to the House and the Senate. And
it's
the only
in
way
the
to
House.
do that is
the House is going to pass it Friday.
It's in the House right now.
And it's going to go to the Senate. And Mitch McConnell said no already. Mitch McConnell already said
basically, it came out to about $10,000 a week.
And who's Mitch?
Mitch McConnell said it's dead in the water.
But
is he a Democrat?
Lance is saying that Mitch McConnell is he already said he's gonna shoot it out the sky.
Is he a Democrat?
That's fucked up, man.
But
Republican.
you got, even if they do approve it, you got to meet certain criteria. If you didn't go work in one of the so-called hotspots, you don't get that.
Yeah. Hey, well, you gotta remember what's coming in the bill too, because if they're trying to pass some sly ass shit that like backdoor some rights and shit, you don't want that.
Like they did with the checks.
You said what up?
Like they did with the stimulus checks. The majority of that
they backdoored somebody and they ended up giving a whole bunch of businesses and colleges money that don't need the money.
Yeah, the Lakers. What the hell the Lakers need $20 million for?
You know, you're bailing all these people out, and what about everybody else that's down there? You know, there's people, honestly, I feel that deserve it more than me because they're out there in the ERs. They're out there. You know, you got police officers out there that are, you know, handling these people firsthand. You got the rescue guys picking them up. You got the ER docs, the ER nurses. How about them housekeepers that are making $10 an hour picking up that trash in the ERs? You know?
Yeah.
BJ's in the bill. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I always shout out to people when they come into the channel just so that they see that I saw them come in.
Yeah, he likes to interrupt.
That's how I get my.
So they just hear me undertone.
Yeah, but Congress they did some slick shit with with that small business money.
Lance, you should. Lance, try leaving the room and coming back in. Maybe he'll hear you when you come back in. It could be you that's lagged.
Well, you gotta kick him out the room and then he'll come back in. You can't just leave.
Why do I hear motorcycles revving their engine outside my house at fucking 12:30 at night?
Because they're coming to whoop your ass, nigga.
No, man, I live in a 55 and over community. This place is supposed to be super quiet after 10 p.m.
Yo, I rode for 20 minutes today.
You rode for 20 minutes just to get to work, right?
Well, 20 minutes this morning and then 20 minutes this evening. I had to ride home and then I rode
20
back
minutes to come home and 20 minutes. Stupid ass.
Go right there, bro.
Yo,
hey, you heard about these these pills they call Cali Fido? I think it's Fido or Myrrh. One of those things.
No, I've heard.
They had these. I heard it's like a different kind of supplement other than the hydrochloroquine.
Okay.
But you buy them off of Amazon and shit. They're like $7 to $10 and shit. Come in little bottles.
What's the name of it? I'll do some research on that.
I gotta check it real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I know the name of that. I'll take a look at it.
Oh, he's all about that, man. I'm telling you, this dude, Mike right here. He's, you know how an undercover brother. You got every kind of brother. You got the scientific brother. You got the angry nigga. You know, you all of them. He's my conspiracy brother.
But you know what?
He's the one that I'm.
At the end of the day, you're doing your research and you come up with your own theories, but you're not being led by CNN and all these, you know, like Trump's news. You know, you do your own research and your own conclusions, and I have my respect for that because you're not a sheep. You're figuring out things on your own and what's best for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but
all right, Lance, go ahead. Let me see. Can we hear you?
These are it says
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah. It says Highlands No. 6 Cali, what was it, phosphorus, It's a salt tablet, and then they have a Cali sulfate is the salt tablet, and the other one I gotta see what this shit is. It's
All right, while you do your research, let Lance do his little point. Go ahead, Lance, do your thing.
Oh, I was just saying about how
that's Lance. Lance is my stepfather.
What I found out that I couldn't believe though, that small business loans they was giving out. I didn't know what the government considered a small business, because I know in New York City it's considered a business with under 100 employees, but the federal government, their small business, you can have 15,000 employees and still be considered a small business.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was ridiculous. And one of the rules they had in that loan, if you own a small business and you had a felony, you didn't qualify.
Right.
So that was really fucked up for a lot of people. And the big businesses
and
that took the money,
support, you got fucked out of your stimulus too.
And check this out. Those companies that took the money and then said they were returning it, when they returned it, it didn't go back into the pot for those small businesses.
I went in their pockets.
No, it went back into the not the Federal Reserve, the Treasury. It went right back to the Treasury. As if a loan was paid and returned. It was paid off. It didn't go back into the pot. So it was like returning it was like a beautiful thing supposedly, but it didn't help nobody. The government just got their money back.
It just showed that they paid the loan off. That's all it did.
That's all it did was help their credit.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what. I just read that the new stimulus proposal that they were talking about for Social Security people is for people who didn't get their checks on time. They're giving them a $5,000 loan that they have to pay back at the end of the year.
Yeah, and how much?
I bet you that one goes through.
How much?
I bet you that one goes through.
How much?
Yeah, but that's stupid.
No, they didn't mention interest. I'm sure that's going to be one of the amendments.
Hey, listen. One thing about the American government: nothing is free. Nothing is free.
For real.
Tax on your taxes. You pay taxes on everything you buy. You get tax and retax. It's ridiculous. Everything is tax. Look at your paycheck. Anybody who makes $80,000 a year, you're not making $80,000 a year. You're bringing home, if you're lucky, $62,000 a year for taxes. And on top of that, with that money you did earn, you're paying property tax. You're paying sales tax. You get taxed on everything. So what are you really making?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Hey, you saw like when they had that small business thing, the federal government, they was only charging 0.25% interest to the banks, but then they allowed the banks to charge up to 5% interest on those who got the small business loans.
Of course.
So if you didn't qualify to get it as a grant, the banks get that extra percentage on it, and then they just pay back the government.
Yeah,
now is that percentage off of the money you have left over after the initial 25, or is it the whole lump gross?
No, it's a whole lump gross. It's on.
That's
if you
borrow
$20 million, you owe 5% interest on it to the bank.
Yep.
Now, if you followed all the regulations and everything that the government says for these 3 months, and you could qualify, it transfers into a grant, then you don't owe any money. But if it doesn't transfer into a grant, you got to pay it back, and you got to pay the bank back the interest, and the bank pays back the government.
Yeah.
So the bank makes money off the rip.
Yeah. Constantly.
Taxation without
Rothschild.
Yep. And the way they did it is to get that loan, you were supposed to return back to work all your employees. If one doesn't come back, you could fault on that loan. Now you got to pay it back.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was a lot of stipulations on that.
Say
shit.
one person dies, bro. What if one person dies of the coronavirus?
Better hire somebody quick. Better hire their daughter.
Oh, that's fucked up. You got a bunch of Mexicans at Home Depot, a fucking pickup truck pulls up. Yo, I need one that can type.
But yeah, there's a lot of stipulations on that money because there's businesses in New York. There's one company, he said he got the money, but now he's scared to use it because he doesn't know he got a business that can't open yet. So I'm supposed to pay all my employees, pay my mortgages, and I can't make a profit off of this. No. I can't make no money, And if it goes any longer, and I still can't bring enough people back to work, what am I supposed to do? So he was like, he'd rather let his people stay on unemployment and then touch that money. He said, he's just gonna let him give it back.
You don't want
he ain't gonna touch it.
And unemployment is overworked right now, so bad.
Of people that have applied for unemployment have actually gotten unemployment checks, and we're talking already.
I know
5 months.
Florida's even worse.
My daughter did it in New York. My daughter did it in New York. It took her 4 days just to get through to the fucking company, bro. The phone busy.
Yeah.
She couldn't even get through to the fucking Department of Labor in New York.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Look how this corona me tiene, bro. I can't go to the barber shop. My beard's looking scraggly as hell.
Barber's open if you want to go see him. He's good.
I know. Oh, I got a place in Naples that I used to go to when I was living over there.
Oh,
and they hook it up, yo. Straight razor and all that. I shaved my head. Look, coqui pelao now for
That's
real.
what she said.
Shut up.
That was the suppository.
See, shut the fuck up, man. See, my brother, man. See. So, Rich, this is what we do here every night, man. So you're more than welcome to join us whenever you want.
I appreciate it, bro.
We make sure we keep this place pumping, man. I try and do it every night. Sometimes I slack off a little bit.
So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.
Already did.
Anybody who's new, yeah, good shit. Thank you so much, man.
For sure.
I'm glad you came out here, man. I'm glad we needed this. I really did. We've been talking about it for like 2 months, man.
What's that?
You missed it, bro. I did an interview with Sinbad.
I saw it on Facebook. That shit was bad, man.
Yeah, man. I got him to give me a little plug for the channel and shit. Nice. I was working on Paulie Shore, and then this fucking Corona shit happened, and he's fucking quarantined himself. So I couldn't get him to come out. But I got a few people that I'm talking to and shit, trying to get them on the channel.
I saw.
It's in the works.
I saw Paulie Shore at the comedy club down here. Bro, he had me peeing, man.
I went. He's one of the first comics that I saw down here. The first one I saw was Tommy Davidson.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw Paulie Shore for my birthday. Flying Brian gave me tickets for my birthday.
Bro, you should try to get.
And I went to go see Paulie Shore.
Carlos Mencia.
I went to see that one too. Actually, afterwards, me and Carlos smoked a bone in the parking lot. See, because you know, when I go to Off the Hook, the owners always introduce me to the comics, like, oh, here, he's a local comic, blah, blah, blah. They don't do that with all the comics. They only do that with certain comics because they know that we can get along with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not all starstruck and trying to get plugs and this and that.
Yeah.
So, you know, they know who to introduce, man. They know what they're doing over there. Captain Brian definitely got the shit on lock.
Bro, next time you go to the
I'll tell you what.
You know, man, I'll ride with you.
I'm trying to get trying to do the next drag queen show that they did last time. Remember I was telling you about the drag queen show?
Yeah.
They had a show like the Apollo. It was called Stand Up or Get Dragged Down. And you go up there and you do your 5 minutes, and if the crowd boos you, they ring a cowbell and a drag queen comes and takes you off the stage like Sandman.
Oh Lord.
Oh damn.
and all these comics out here that claim to be so fucking funny was scared to go to stand on stage because they didn't want to get embarrassed when they got booed off the stage and get a fucking drag queen to come take them off. And your boy Smallz went on that stage and I killed it. And when my 5 minutes was up, they was asking me to do another 5 minutes.
Oh shit. Damn, bro.
I was like, see? Hey, y'all motherfuckers these niggas be sweating me, bro, so bad. Oh, you don't apply yourself. You could be doing so much better. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, listen, I've been blacklisted in so many comedy clubs in Southwest Florida. I got to go elsewhere if I want to move on. I have to, like, go to Orlando and go see Bonkers and shit.
Damn.
Go hit Tampa. You know what I'm saying?
Bonkers is right by my crib.
I know it is. That's one of the things I was looking at when I went over there that day, but the open mic was already full. I was going to go. I would love to go to an open mic over there and just showcase, you know what I mean? Just show them what I got. Leave them my phone number and be like, if you ever need an opener, hit me up, you know?
So when you ride into Orlando,
that's how you network. No, nigga, I'm not going to Orlando. You're bugging, bro. I said I'm going when Lance goes from New York.
Yeah, you be acting.
When
though.
Lance gets there from New York, I'm going. So I could kill all the birds with one
Now it's
stone.
your turn to come
See
over
Lance,
here,
see Nancy. You're
You
bugging.
heard?
I'm not going over there. I went over there last time. Then you came over here. It's my
And now it's your
turn.
turn.
I'll tell you when it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Right.
Matter
It's
of
my
fact, go get a
turn.
drink. Have a shot.
Just like you did to me, nigga. You made me wait weeks. You made me wait
What?
weeks.
You had to wait.
This nigga was, yo, Rich, this nigga bought a Kawasaki 900, right? And was showing me pictures of that shit for like 3 weeks before he decided to come down here. I had to go up there first to go see it. That's how much he rides, you see? His tires are going to last him 10 years, bro.
Shit, I'm putting 20,000 miles a year on my bike.
Go ahead, Mike.
I did
All right.
I did
I've been
12,000
waiting
my
for 5
first year.
minutes. Smallz like talking and shit, man. You know, he just blowing
I'm
out hot
sorry.
air anyways. Stop talking, man.
Go ahead. Mike,
All right.
Mike, you're on the big screen. Go ahead, go for it, Mike.
Hey, but the Cali Soft is spelled KaliSulphh. That one's for skin eruptions and shit. I guess that's what shit makes you sweat or some shit. Then they have a Cali Mur, spelled the same way with Cali, and then this one's MUR. It's Maractium or something. Yeah, Maractium. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's spelled MURIATICUM.
You know what? I'm gonna research.
And you get these on Amazon. Yeah, you get these on Amazon and shit. They come in the tablets. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Then
research.
you got a Cali Fall, which is spelled PHOS.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. And that one's for like sore throats, runny noses, and burns.
Okay.
But the Mur is for like insomnia, headaches, and stress, nervous tension, shit like that.
Okay.
All they are.
Now,
is
you know what's good
tablets,
for
so-
that? Skywalker OG.
I'm gonna
It's
research
great
that.
for all
The
that.
reason- the reason
Oh, I
that,
just had some of
But
that.
these are for those people that don't want to take marijuana.
why wouldn't they want to?
You don't take marijuana.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, cuz people are scary out here, man. They scared to eat an edible. They think they're gonna see monsters and shit. I mean, they might, but
Bro, this ain't
depends on what
Rich, let me ask you a question. In your position as a nurse, could you get a medical card?
Yes and no. It depends on the employer. Right now, it's not regulated enough for all employers to be required to allow you to do it. Some employers are allowing it. I, for one, it depends too on the user, because as you know, it affects everybody differently. I know, for example,
Right.
if I smoke or I take an edible, I can't work. I'm in such a chill mood that if there's no emergency that happens, I'm gonna run to, so it just depends, and I think that's where they're trying to get at, to get it to where it is at a point where you're allowed to do so much while still being on the clock. Just remember, if we're on the floor, you got a code, you got to run, and your mind's got to be, on point, because you basically have less than 5 minutes to save somebody's life. So you really got to be sharp, and you've got to be quick on your toes. So that's the only issue I see. Some employers
That rules me out.
like where I'm at working now, it's not such a high-paced environment, so here they allow it. The only reason I haven't gotten mine is because if I do get mine, I have to give up my concealed weapons, and I'm not ready to do that.
Yeah, buddy.
I understand that.
So it's a give and take.
That's cool. I was just curious if nurses, because I know that I think my girl's brother has his card in New York, and he's a nurse.
Yeah, we have a nurse with us.
But I think he's a traveling nurse, is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess what went into effect starting today?
What's
in
that?
New York,
What?
employees can't test you for weed no more. New employees can't be tested for weed no more in New York.
Oh wow.
Hey, well, they can't carry guns in New York
Really?
anyway, so
Went into effect today. But
Right, Rick?
Old employees can still get tested for it, but new employees you can't test them for it no more.
But see, now you're going.
I would quit my job and just start working somewhere else.
See, now you're going into a prejudice.
That's what's going to happen.
You know, because how you gonna check him and not her? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
That's fucked up too.
And who's to say? You know, let's say I'm working here and Smallz comes to work. I get tested and I get test positive because I'm standing next to Smallz talking to him while he's smoking.
He contagious with everything, though. You stand too close to him, you might get diabetes.
No, the only thing that might happen if you stand too close to me, you might get pregnant. I'm potent in the motherfucker, yo.
You finally found
I'm not even lying. Yes, it was right where I left it.
Oh, shit.
No, I've actually lost a little weight. I got a haircut, so I'm feeling a lot lighter now. I'm aerodynamic. Oh shit!
Mitchell, what the fuck you
Yeah,
doing?
man. But I'm glad.
What?
Yo,
Rich,
That
you know
I
you
thought
look
you
like
was
a
in the
Mexican
back.
Drake, right?
what's that?
You know you look like a Mexican Drake, right? That's what you're going through, right?
You're like a Mexican,
A Mexican Drake?
A Mexican Drake,
like a Mexican.
or Puerto Rican Drake.
Hey, this shit.
he said you look like Puerto Rican Drake.
This is so I can't get lost.
Oh shit!
Tell him you going back.
Yo, I remember when they gave me the shirt to work. I said, I gotta wear this shit. They're like, yeah. So in my car, I got real dark tints, so I don't even smoke in my car right into work. I keep my windows closed. Nobody can see me. No, you should see. They wanted me to wear.
I'm surprised you don't ride your bike to work. That would be badass.
No, I do.
I know that Mazzoli rides his bike to work, and I know Durf does too.
Yeah, I ride mine to
But
work.
they're they're in the automotive. They're in the automotive industry. You can sort of kind of see a biker being a car guy. You know what I mean?
No, I ride my bike to work.
To see a biker come in,
my scrubs and everything. I don't give a shit.
I was watching some little show, man, on Amazon Prime, and it was talking about this little ass bitch had her uncle's shop and shit, and they turned it into like some little Diddy Bop shop. Had these little bikers called the Vultures and shit work for them and shit. They were doing towing and shit and taking apart cars. I'm high. I'm just saying, dude. I seen the movie along that base. I'm just saying.
You don't know.
You know, I was just talking to somebody the other day about hiring bikers as security guards here in Southwest Florida for events.
Yeah,
But the bikers have to be like,
you guys used to do.
well, no, yeah, but they used to do it with the Hells Angels, and that's not a good idea.
No,
It's different. It's different if you do it with like an association
they
or
were
an art team.
trafficking drugs.
But that was
They were
before
trafficking
regulating
drugs.
the
That's a
security
whole
licenses
different
and all that.
Yo, look what C just wrote. C is funny.
Yo, Smallz, this is
C
my
is
bike.
from Brooklyn.
This is my bike now. Hold on.
What's that?
Yo, Aaron, what's up? Oh, that's nice.
Was that Electric Glide?
What's up with all that
Yo,
extra
what's
trunk
that?
space?
The tail, is that a jester
That's
or a
that's
joker?
your sister could put a bag in there when we ride.
What is it? An Electric
I
Glide?
like that, man.
That's a street glide. Street
glide.
glide special. I got it all blacked out. This is it doesn't come with that. I put that extra, and I put the 14-inch meat hooks on there.
Nice.
But let me
And
tell you-
just so that y'all know, last year Rich was involved in an accident where he was standing at a red light on his bike, and some dick on the phone texting hit him from behind.
Wow.
And
Intersection.
That's
and
crazy.
when I heard that shit, I lost my shit. Yo, I was like, what? Yo, because he was in a turning lane, and the kid pulled up into the turning lane on the phone, not even realizing there was a bike in front of him.
Bro, it was 10.
That shit,
It was 10:30 at night. Not a soul on the road. I went through the entire cycle of the light, and right when the light was turned green, I put it in gear, and all I heard was a tire screeching, hit me from behind, and there I went flying to the middle of the intersection.
That's
Wow.
Right.
Damn.
And he had his vest on, which probably scared the shit out of the kid.
I got off the bike. I got off the floor, went after him. And all he said was like, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!" Kill him.
So Rich upgraded his bike this year, and then he was talking about getting a Hayabusa in my favorite color, blue, and he teased me with it because he never got it.
You see the yellow one I had?
The what?
Did you see the yellow Busa I had?
No, I never got to see I never got to see you on a crotch rocket.
This one.
You got a cold, man?
Oh shit! Look at you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's where you look like a Cuban. That's Cuban you. You see what I'm saying?
Cuban meat.
That's the you I expect to see. Oye, ¿qué pasa? Vete aquí. That's what
You look like Scarface off of motherfucking Half Baked and shit. Look, after they robbed that dispensary.
He was the Cuban in Shotas when the Shotas first came to Miami.
Oh, this
He
was
was like, oh, aquí eso no se hace. ¿Qué tú vas a hacer?
this was my accent right here.
Wait, let me blow you up.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that your tire? Like the whole skid mark right there?
Yeah, that's my tire.
Fucking A, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
That's wow.
And by the time I heard and saw it, it was too late. I couldn't react no more. It was fly.
And for those of you who don't know, the biker community is very connected, bro. Within a few minutes of his accident, it went out on the fucking Facebook feed, like biker down in Naples, blah blah blah. And then some of us got personal messages.
8 bikers showed up before the cops even got there.
Yeah, we don't fuck around, bro. We don't fuck around.
Nah, I mean,
all they said was that a biker went down, and then some of us, like the Lost Riders, Llama, we got personal messages from people like, "Yo, it was blah blah blah. You know, he went down, but don't worry, he's okay. You know, whatever." And then I reached out to Rich to make sure he was okay myself.
You know, the worst part about
that was crazy, yo.
And the worst part about it, I came from one of my brother's house, and we were having dinner. I literally had 2 drinks. It was Jack Honey, and when the cops got there, they in the hospital. He almost arrested me for DUI, and I said, well, I wasn't even my fault. I'm not intoxicated. He said, yeah, but he said, would you do he asked me to take a breathalyzer. I said, absolutely not. He looked at me and said, smart choice. He walked outside, came back in, and he said to me, he asked me what I do for a living. I said, I'm a nurse. And he said, listen, I'm going to extend to you a professional courtesy. I'm a rider. My wife's a nurse. He said, if I give you a DUI now, you'll lose your career. He says, so I suggest next time you don't drink. So just to show, even though I wasn't at fault, just because I had those 2 drinks, I could have lost everything right there. Everything.
Yep.
That's why I don't drink.
And I don't drink much.
That's why I don't
drink much, but in my career, I can drink all I want. I can't lose my career.
Dinner. And I was with dinner. So it wasn't even like I was pounding. 2 drinks. And just because the whiskey, unfortunately, the alcohol stays in my breath for a while. And just because of that, they could have taken me in.
That's crazy, yo.
Don't drink and drive, children.
Exactly.
I don't do
That's
it.
right. Public service announcement here on Smoking with Smallz.
Don't feel intoxicated.
Shout out Alex in the chat. What's going on, man? I see you.
They still can take you in for DUI even though you're straight, just because they smell it and they'll take a blood test and you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, and the blood test you can't say no to.
You can if you're coherent. If the doctor deems you
Oh
incoherent,
shit!
then you cannot refuse. Or if you
I need more.
if you commit manslaughter or vehicular homicide, you cannot refuse.
Wow, that's crazy.
And
I
the other thing
got to get more doctor friends.
The other thing I looked into, which I found is very interesting, if because Florida has no helmet law, and there are times where I do wear a helmet, but most times I don't. And what I did learn, luckily, that night I did not have a helmet. Had I hit my head or had any head damage, your medical insurance company will and can and will refuse to pay for treatments to your head trauma because you chose
What?
Equipment apps. Yes, sir. They can.
Well, I just found out that in the state of Florida, the only person who doesn't have to wear a helmet is someone who has insurance on their bike.
You've got to have $10,000.
If you do not have insurance on your bike, if you don't have at least limited tort,
$10,000 in health insurance.
You got to have a minimum of $10,000. Your personal injury. It's got to be minimum $10,000. Yep. But
hey, Alex, it's CBD to help your immune system.
But that's the thing. You can have that coverage, but the insurance company, because you chose not to wear your safety gear, will refuse to pay you medical
bill. Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Well, here's the funny thing. I don't have insurance, and I still don't wear a helmet.
Well, a cop's not going to stop
you. You're tired of wearing your regular helmet every day.
What cop knows how to run your health insurance? Not one.
I know. That's the best part about it.
You don't know.
But I don't have insurance on my bike either.
But your bike's paid off.
Yeah, my bike's paid off.
You don't have to have insurance.
So if I lose it, it's just a loss to me.
Yeah, you don't have. But here's where you get screwed. If you hit a car, who's gonna pay the damages on that car? They come after you personally.
Oh, that's true.
That's the problem.
All right, BJ's in the building. Hold on, guys. All right, BJ, what's going on, man?
Well,
BJ
I
got
had to come up
really
here.
you?
I am a
Hey, Rich,
motherfucker.
you got a Twitch, man. What's up with your nose, bro?
I had to ask Rich, man, like, are you doing coke, my man? You have touched your fucking nose more times than any nigga I have ever fucking seen in my entire goddamn life, bruh.
Fucking Adderall.
Like, fuck, man.
Oh god, BJ's been on the chat bugging out.
Like, this nigga's
Long
literally
time.
doing the fucking blow, man. How many times you gotta touch the nose?
Him and Leo King were
I
taking a
literally
count.
come up here to ask this man if he was doing blow.
Not tonight.
I told you he at work right now.
Nigga, people do
Oh
coke at
shit,
work
yo!
all
You
the
know what's
time.
funny? Now that I'm reading the chat, I'm seeing it. They're like 40, 45.
Yo, somebody
50.
asked this man if he's fucking doing coke, yo. I done asked y'all numerous times to ask that man, so I had to come the fuck up here to ask myself.
Hey, and I wasn't gonna ask him directly. I was
Nigga, fuck
indirect.
that
Hey,
shit.
man, you got itch in your nose, man. What's wrong? You got a cold, bro? You all
Nigga,
right,
fuck
bro?
that,
You
nigga.
working
I'm
in the
going straight to the
hospital, man.
question I want to
I'm
know.
worried.
I'm not gonna beat around the fucking bush.
Wait. Let him
Want to answer?
Let him answer. Go ahead, Rich.
When I've been working now, this is I'm on 48 hours, and I do take Adderall at night to stay up, and it does give me the itchy nose.
Hey, I was just wondering.
Good
you know what I'm
answer.
saying?
Good answer.
Hey, I just
Not to mention he's Cuban. That's a natural tick for
like,
Cubans.
I can just look at people and tell when they doing some shit. It's like, man, what the fuck, dude? Somebody gotta ask this nigga that question. It's fucking bugging me.
No, and it don't help.
BJ,
It don't help that I haven't clipped my nose here.
All right.
either.
Yeah, that don't help.
Yo,
I'll be doing that
Rich,
shit
just
myself.
so that
I
you
gotta
know,
pull that shit out.
just- Rich, just so that you know, the same way Buddha-mike is my conspiracy brother and Lance is my smart brother, BJ is my angry brother. This nigga be mad for no reason, screaming for no reason.
I get props.
BJ's the little John of the group. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be yelling the whole time, and then once he says something, he gonna say it all calm and shit. But
No, the funny thing is, yesterday he came in here screaming as if it was our fault that he got too drunk and threw up all over his table. I was like,
Yo,
how is that our fault?
Nigga, I came into your chat screaming at y'all niggas, fam.
You don't remember?
Yes.
Nigga, I killed 2 bottles in like 10 fucking minutes, yo. I was chugging ass Buddha.
Hey, this dude fell out.
Yeah.
And then woke back up a half
He fell
hour
asleep
later.
during the
Like,
chat.
hey, you all right? He's like, no, I just woke up. I got puke everywhere. He's like, I'm gonna throw up. I had puke on the table. Can't find my blood. Bottles
Nigga.
everywhere.
Dog, my brand new pack of papers, I used 1 paper out of it, got puked, dog, fam.
That's crazy.
Rich, you look like you're falling asleep over there.
I'm tired of fucking doing paperwork, man. Fucking sucks.
You want to see paperwork, bro? Look, this is Lost Riders paperwork I just did the other day. It's like 50-something pages, bro.
Damn. No, it sucks because if I'm with a patient for 5 minutes, it's 20 minutes of paperwork.
That's ridiculous.
Bad.
That's
bad.
ridiculous. That's crazy. And how the fuck they expect you to do your job? You guys should have personal assistants.
No, I'm not angry, Leo. I just had to ask the question. I wasn't fixing to beat around the bush, yo. Fuck beating around the bush with a question, my man. Fuck that shit.
It's all good. It's all good.
You can't beat around the bush, man. That's how you don't get to know motherfuckers. I'm a blunt motherfucker. I'll say whatever the fuck comes to my mind.
Look what Leo said. Look what Leo said. Angry nigga mad because he's touching his nose.
No, it just caught me off guard. Like, yo, I know this man doing some kind of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. How many times you got to touch your fucking nose on the line?
How you stay awake so many hours?
Hey, I tell you what, come to my
cute.
Day after day, 24 hours a day.
Excuse right there.
You don't fucking touch your nose a couple million times a night.
Hey, dude, I work 2 jobs 7 days a week. I smoke the reefer. That's what gets me through life.
I smoke a reefer. I'll be in bed all day.
Man, you ain't smoking the right reefer.
I swear to God.
Stay off of that endo. You need to get on that motherfucking sativa. Keep your ass up.
Rich is more of a drinker.
Yeah.
And he's not even a drinker like that.
Don't fuck with Mr. Edibles. If he had you some gummy bears, don't take them. All right? Don't take no gummy bears from Mr.
Yeah, don't take no gummy bears from my brother. Or Nerd's Rope or anything else that looks like candy. Don't trust him.
Yeah.
My gummies come from Cali.
What was the name of that?
He tries to gummy people up.
My gummies
come from Michigan.
He tries to gummy people up, and then he wants to get the shrink wrap and tie you up and shit.
Yo, Rick, what was the name of that whiskey you said? Sheepdog?
It's from Sheepdog.
Sheepdog.
I gotta check.
What was the name of that whiskey?
Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. That's right there. That's some good shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some good shit right there.
He would know. He prescribes it.
All the time to myself. Oh, hold up.
Oh shit! All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this live short because I know Panda will be home any minute now.
Oh,
you know we gotta get on the game before yeah, she gets out of she should be home soon. She said she had a rough night, yo. Like they was busy, because I guess because Florida's loosening their quarantine rules and shit. So you know they
look, it's the CBDs.
Look.
94-year-old.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Those are good for your kneecaps, though, man. Because my motherfucking knees be hurting, man.
Dog, tell me about it.
We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into why your knees hurt so much, Mike. We're not gonna talk about that.
I'm sick, motherfucker, too. It takes me twice as long as it takes your short ass to get up. All right, motherfucker? Shit.
Listen, BJ already told you, go to Home Depot, get the 3M knee pads. They nice and fluffy. You won't have to worry about nothing.
Get them with
Mr. told you already, the birch beeswax, it works for him.
Because I lay tile. So get the fuck out of my face.
Right?
Yo, but I do want to thank you, man.
The other day.
Damn.
So I'm a plumber.
I do want to thank you, Rich. I appreciate you coming in with your knowledge, man.
Hey, shout out, Rich, man. Like, she wants some goddamn bubblegum or something, my nigga.
Thanks for verifying my intelligence, Rich, man. Because these guys think I'm a joke, man. I don't know what it is.
You're on the right track. A little far off. But
It might be the fact that you think the Earth is a donut.
I didn't say a donut, son bitch. I said an infinite plane. And you guys keep saying flat Earth. I said infinite plane, meaning it goes on forever. It's the Matrix, bitch.
He's actually right on that. Actually, the terminology he's using, he's politically correct without calling it flat.
Right. Right.
Shit.
Oh, I know listen, I know the man can talk because he be having me convinced sometimes.
All right, y'all.
He be hitting right. This nigga be convincing me and shit.
I told you.
And then I sober up and be like, what the fuck
He
was I thinking?
hypnotized me from day one. What I keep telling you.
Y'all motherfuckers gonna get it. You gotta get it.
I feel you.
Yo, he made me download this flat Earth fucking watch on an app on your phone, and you can't help but to stare at it. It just something about it just makes you look at it, and all day long you're looking at that. I had to delete the shit off my phone, bro. I wasn't getting shit accomplished, just staring at the clock the whole time.
Hey, that's what it is. Hey, Rich, it's a time clock. Like it's actual like hours of the day type shit, calendar month type, all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's going around.
If you know anything about astrology, that's what actual shit is. You know, that's how the time is. We work on astrology.
Yeah.
What he's saying is that the Earth is like a face of a watch, right? And Polaris, the North Star, is the center point of the face of the watch, and the hands, like the big hand and the little hand, is like the moon and the sun.
This nigga got a real flat
and
Earth
they tick
watch.
around.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, this thing. I told you, bro. He's flat Earth to a la madre weight. That nigga's flat Earth.
But he's actually kind of right if you think about it.
They don't pay attention.
Shush! Don't do it, Rich. Don't do it. Don't listen to him. Don't listen.
Pay attention to them. Hey, the thing is, though, subconsciously, if I keep bamming it in their head and shit, dude, they gonna get it one day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna click. Like, oh, this dude wasn't no ignorant ass bastard. No, motherfucker, I'm right.
Mike, you already got me allergic to 5G right now.
Yeah, you sweating too? Fuck,
I'm allergic to that shit. When somebody turn on their phone with 5G on this app.
I start sneezing and shit.
I wake up in a cold sweat. Like, God damn, they got me. My phone's right there in front of me. And shit. Like, damn it, I did turn this bitch off.
But wait till Smallz about to go 5G right now too.
Yeah,
so
but
no, I'm not.
I keep telling Smallz you need to upgrade his cat's wire and shit, dude. If you get that fucking 8 and 7 cats, dude, you'll be up there.
Listen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2 Dixie cups and a string, and from now on, that's what I'm using. Off grid, nigga. If you ain't close enough to hear me with that string, I ain't really need to be talking to you anyway. I'm going off grid. I don't want no power clusters, no 5G. I don't want Bill Gates to send me Christmas cards. None of that. I don't want none of that.
Hey, I told you,
I want to live in the camper off of the grid. I want to shit in the woods and all that.
Look, the safest bet is to like Faraday cage your house. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna do that anyway.
What up?
I was gonna do that anyway.
What's your house?
A Faraday cage.
Put a Faraday cage.
Right? Electromagnetic pulse. Was it?
It's like a reverse EMP type shit.
Oh
yeah.
Shit. You're going high tech.
Well, it's low tech.
No, it's not high tech at all. All it is, it's super low tech. It's aluminum. All you do is encase your house in aluminum or copper or something.
Yeah, and it's
really not.
Drains out all the electromagnetic waves that are like bouncing off the shit. Like, because really, what we're getting is shit from radio towers. That's where the 5G, 4G, 3G, all that shit's coming through. This is where you get all your sicknesses from when they give you all these immunization shots. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically, think of it like a microwave. You know what I'm saying? You put your food in the microwave, it boils the water. It boils the water inside the food.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's somehow mutating the food. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why when you microwave food, it makes it into a carcinogen instead of fucking healthy. So you shouldn't really be using a microwave. That's all I'm saying. And then phones are
Anytime,
microwave
anything you cook, it turns into a carcinogen.
Yeah. Well,
matter how
no.
you
Thing is, if you're using it in the microwave,
just soups it up.
Yeah. But thing is, like it makes it so there's no nutrients in it. It takes out all the nutrients. So basically, if you're getting microwaved all day with these cell towers, you're losing all your nutrients. So you gotta take vitamins and nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta up the dosages. That's all it is. People don't realize it, though, but that's what it is.
You can't listen to him too much. You'll fall in. Look at Lance.
In.
He's already a believer.
But
Rich,
it's the same thing.
I'm telling you.
Yo, like when you make soup, you boil all your stuff and it takes the nutrients out of it and it's in the juice. You gotta drink the soup. When you just eat the noodles out the soup, you didn't do nothing. You gotta drink the juice.
You gotta drink that broth.
Water now.
Goes with any restaurant, whatever you do.
Yep.
You know,
come out.
My steak be dripping.
Hey, when I cook, I make sure I steam that shit cooking. You know what I'm saying? That way it sears it and steams it. I throw onions and potatoes up in that shit.
Just keep in mind that I'm the type of man that eats my salad on a burger, okay?
Hey,
the little letters that they put on my cheeseburger, that's my salad, bro.
I like my carbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cutting out no breads. I should, but I'm not.
Oh, I made a wicked lasagna on Sunday, bro. Oh my God. My mom was licking her fucking elbows, bro. And my mom don't eat meat, nigga. And she ate 2 big ass pieces of that shit. And then she got sick.
I got that
vegetarian weekly.
Hey, you're not supposed to eat meat. What the hell? Holy shit. Hey, she trying to kill herself, dude?
Yeah, she don't eat meat, man. Not only does she not eat meat, she doesn't eat dairy. And that shit have a whole tub of cheese. Like a pound and a half of mozzarella. There was sauce on that shit with real tomatoes. She was like, yo, you did it. You killed it. I killed it, bro. I killed it. It was Mother's Day. I had to do something for her, you know? And then I brought my niece over here for 2 days. She can have some time to herself.
Come to my crib, I'll cook for you.
What you be cooking?
Whatever you want.
I get down.
I can cook.
Oh, you know he cooks. He's Cuban.
You see my feed.
They all cook. I've been to llama parties, bro, where they all cook. They get down, bro. They get down.
They feed you and get you drunk, and we
leave there drunk and full. You leave there drunk and full. You can't even put your leg over your bike to leave.
Yeah, bro.
They got a guy in the parking lot to help everybody put their legs over their bike. It's usually Papa Ray.
Look, man. Back it off here. Go do some rounds.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm live short too. Rich, thank you so much for being here, bro. I appreciate you, man.
No, thank you guys, and I'll hit you up again soon.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I appreciate what you do, bro.
What's that?
I appreciate what you do. I got ring that bell for you too, but it's gonna be
we got notification squad. You know what I'm saying? We up in the chat all day.
You got it. I already subscribed.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Soon.
Hey, listen, and like I said, Rich, I got a cup for you too, but mine's not gonna be empty. I got you, bro.
I appreciate it, guys. All right, man. Have a good one.
You too, bro.
All right, later, bro.
Put that mask on.
All right, guys, we're gonna cut this one out. I'm sure he'll be here like in the next.
You read Leo King? You read Leo King? Said he a flat earther to the core.
Yeah, he better be, man. That's one of my supporters.
Mike got disciples.
He's one of his disciples. Don't drink the juice, Leo King. Don't drink the juice.
Hey, it's not juice that we're drinking, man. We sipping on water over here, bro.
High alkaline water.
Our shit flat.
He's so stupid.
Yo, I got my alkaline water right here, dog.
Hey,
yeah, you made me.
Gotta keep that HP up.
I got my alkaline water.
All right, guys. So thank you guys for coming out. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure y'all smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Make sure everybody stay safe. And we will be back tomorrow night again, as usual, smoking with Smallz. Peace.
And we're gonna be on the game after this. Y'all give us 15 minutes after Panda get home. We're gonna be chopping it up on the chopping style.
Capping with the crew. Capping with the
30.
crew. Yeah, follow Stone in the Hobby Box, man. Get on that game later on. Y'all gonna see some shit. I'm gonna play better today. I was slacking yesterday, but I'm gonna play better today. I got no distractions.
I don't like playing Plunder.
No, we're not
Plunder's
playing. We were playing multiplayer shit.
Yeah, that was
But
better.
you couldn't do that because you have to buy the game to play multiplayer.
I know.
Yeah, you have to get the game.
Yeah.
I don't like
guys.
Plunder.
Y'all have a good night.
All right, though.
All right.
Mike, I'll catch you in 5 minutes, bro. All right. Peace.
Yo, before we leave, let me just tell you.
What? Fuck you. Damn it, I hate it when he does that. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again for coming out. Make sure y'all smash that like, subscribe, share this video. We actually had somebody that knew what they was talking about today. It wasn't all speculation and shit. And I really do appreciate Rich and everything that him and all the other nurses around here do or everywhere do. Y'all motherfuckers is the front line for us, man. And we appreciate y'all. Everybody else, have a good night. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves. Take care.